Comparing Formula One to other sports, how do you think the sport compares from a business and management point?
Yeah, it's a really good question. That made me think. And I guess for me, the biggest issue is the technology dimension, because I think the technology dimension is so critical in Formula One. You don't tend to see that. You see, in things like cycling, even things like tennis, where clearly the tools that you use are important. But in Formula One, it is such a central use of resource. And that's what makes it different. So for me, it's the technology and the human side working together. And that's what I think makes it so powerful for other organisations to learn from, because many organisations are dealing with these kind of issues. So it's, in our book, we have the quote from Frank Williams, who had this lovely line, for 2 hours on a Sunday, it's a sport. The rest of the time, it's business. Because you've got to raise the funding, to pay for the research. You're not just working on developing your car in the current year, you're also working on the car that you're going to race the following year. So there are all these parallel research and development activities that have to be funded and people have to focus on. So I think that's what makes it very different. And it's always had this duality between, is it about technology, is it about entertainment? And that argument still goes on today. And of course, fundamentally, it has to be about entertainment, because if people don't watch it, it won't generate the revenues it needs, and it won't be as interesting, as exciting. So you've got to have the entertainment piece there. But for me, the technology underneath it is a critical part of that.
Listen to more insights on the Mission Makers podcast through Apple, Spotify and YouTube.